brightly colored with markings attractive to insects. Ready? What do you think is the answer? Very good, children. The answer is petal or petals. Let's move on to number 3. It is a green leafy structures protected a flower bud. Again, for number 3, it is a green leafy structures protected a flower bud. What is the correct answer? It is sepal. If you get the correct answer, good job, kids. Okay, and for the last number, number 4, female reproductive part of a flower. It contains 3 parts: the stigma, style, and ovary. Once more, female reproductive part of a flower. It contains 3 parts: the stigma, style, and ovary. Are you ready? The answer is pistil. Did you get all the correct answer? Then, you did a great job, children. I guess you are now ready for our new lesson. Our lesson for this morning is about the mode of reproduction in non-flowering plants. Kids, in this time of pandemic, what did you observe to many people, especially to your mom? Where did she spend her time during those days that she stayed at home? Correct, grade 5 learners. Your mothers are busy in their gardens. Many of them became plantitos and plantitas, right? So look at your gardens now. They are full of beautiful and different plants. The others have flowers, while the others have no flowers. But it brings joy to your heart and make you feel relaxed. Now, let us find out how non-flowering plants reproduce. Are you ready to know, children? Will you give some example of plants that are familiar to you? Correct, kids. San Francisco plant. This is very common to us because we can see it anywhere. What else? You're right, children. Mayana. Do you know Mayana is also a herbal plant? Now I will show you some other plant. I want you to name them. Kids, are you familiar with these plants? What are they? Right, these are strawberry and onion plants. How about the next picture? Can you name them? Excellent! These are kamote or sweet potato and ginger. Now, what are in the last picture? Correct! Picture of banana and katakataka plant. Okay, these are examples of non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants will reproduce in a sexual mode of reproduction without fertilization. They do this with their stems, roots, or leaves. Asexual reproduction produces individuals that are genetically identical to the parent plant. Asexual reproduction has 2 methods. First is the natural vegetative reproduction, and the second is artificial vegetative reproduction. Let us know first the natural vegetative reproduction. Natural vegetative reproduction is any form of asexual reproduction occurring in plants, in which a new plant grows and develops naturally without human action. The following plants we named before, the strawberry, onion, kamote, ginger, banana, and katakataka are examples of non-flowering plants that can be reproduced through natural vegetative reproduction. Let us now identify the types of natural vegetative reproduction. First is the runners. Runners are plants that have stems that grow along the ground from the parent plant. It can be cut and the new plant can be transferred to another place for it to continue growing. Example for this is strawberry. Will you give another example of runners? Nice answer! Some examples of runners are Bermuda grass and peppermint. Let's move on to another type of natural vegetative reproduction, which is bulbs. A bulb is round, fleshy stem found underneath the ground, surrounded by fleshy leaves. Simply taking a bulb tube from the parent plant and transferring to a new location will enable you to grow new plant. Example of bulb is onion. Will you give some example of bulbs? Excellent, kids! Garlic is an example of bulbs. Another? Very good, children! Lilies are also bulbs. Next is tubers. A tuber is a thick and enlarged portion of underground stem that contains stored food. The kamote or sweet potato is a good example for this type. Can you name some tubers? Yes, correct, kids. Taro plant or gabi is an example of a tuber. Alright, patatas or potato is also a tuber. For another type of natural vegetative reproduction is the rhizome. Rhizome or root sacs is a plant stem found either at the soil surface or underground. It contains enlarged portions called nodes, from which roots and shoots originate. Example of rhizome is ginger. Will you give another example of rhizome? Great, children! Turmeric or luyang dilaw. For the next type of natural vegetative reproduction is suckers. Sucker is an upright shoot that grows from buds found at the base of the stems of present plant. An example of a sucker is pineapple. Now, will you give an example of sucker? You're right, grade 5 learners. Bamboo is an example of a sucker. What else? Great! Banana is also a sucker plant. Do you have banana plant in your backyard? Very good! Is there any natural vegetative reproduction? Yes, you're right, kids. Plantlets. When we say plantlets, leaves of some plants will grow into a new plant if they detach from the parent plant. Some examples of it are katakataka and begonia. There are also some plants that are reproduced both sexually and asexually. Moss and ferns. Mosses and ferns reproduce asexually by releasing millions of spores through the air. A spore is a cell that certain plants like moss and fern produce. If the spore lands in a suitable environment, it can grow into a tiny plant called gametophyte. So, there you have it, kids. Did you enjoy our discussion about the modes of reproduction of non-flowering plants? I think you are now ready to answer our next activity. Please get your modules and let us answer. For those who are watching live on our Facebook page, you may write your answer in the comment box and answer as fast as you can. Are you ready, children? Listen carefully as I will read the direction. Match the plants in column A with the asexual methods in column B. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. I will repeat. Match the plants in column A with the asexual methods in column B. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. Alright, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Time's up. Let us check your answers. For number 1, moss. What is the correct answer? Very good, kids. Letter D, spores. Spores is its asexual methods of reproduction. Number 2, katakataka. What is your answer? Excellent, kids. The answer is C, plantlets. Why? Because a new small plant will grow on the edge of their leaves. Now, we will proceed to number 3. Onion. What is its asexual methods of reproduction? Great! Bulbs is the correct answer. Simply taking a bulb to the parent plant and transferring to a new location will enable you to grow new plants or new onion. Another for number 4, ferns. What is your answer? If your answer is D, spores, great job, grade 5 learners. Why? Because spores is its asexual methods or type of reproduction. For number 5, ginger. Now let me see if you get the correct answer. Great job, kids. The answer is A, rhizomes. Why rhizome? Because when separated, each piece is capable of producing a new plant as it grows out of the ground. How are your score, kids? Did you get them all? If you didn't, don't worry because there's more. Are you still with me? Let's check your understanding of the lesson by doing activity 3. Here is the direction. Read the sentences carefully. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. I will give you 5 seconds to answer every statement. Let's answer number 1. Spores are the reproduction of all plants. Again, spores are the reproduction of all plants. What is your answer? True or false? Correct. False. Why? Because some plants reproduce through seeds and other way through asexual reproduction. How about in number 2? Natural vegetative reproduction is any form of asexual reproduction occurring in plants in which a new plant grows and develops naturally without human action. I will repeat. Natural vegetative reproduction is any form of asexual reproduction occurring in plants in which a new plant grows and develops naturally without human action. What is your answer? Excellent, kids. The answer is true. For number 3, asexual reproduction is a type of plant's reproduction without fertilization. Once more, asexual reproduction is a type of plant's reproduction without fertilization. What is your answer? Awesome, grade 5 learners. True. Why? These plants are the non-flowering plants. Next, number 4. Runners, bulbs, and tubers are some type of natural vegetative reproduction. Again, runners, bulbs, and tubers are some type of natural vegetative reproduction. What is the answer? True or false? Great! The answer is true. Very good, kids. Because this type of reproduction grows and develops naturally without human action. For the last number, number 5, kamote or sweet potato is an example of a plant that reproduces suckers. I will repeat. Kamote or sweet potato is an example of a plant that reproduces suckers. What is your answer? Correct. False. Why? Excellent, kids, because kamote is an example of a tuber plant. Did you get all the correct answers, children? Congratulations! You did a great job! For your next activity, Activity 4, which will serve as your assignment, you may ask for the assistance of your parents, guardians, and your advisors in answering them. Here is the direction. Write at least 5 types of non-flowering plants found in your garden. Again, write at least 5 types of non-flowering plants found in your garden. Don't forget to submit your answer sheets to your science teacher or to your advisor, okay? Did you enjoy answering the activities? Well, very good. So let us have a recap on what you have learned this morning. Asexual reproduction is a mode of reproduction for non-flowering plants. It reproduces without fertilization. They do this with their stems, roots, or leaves. Another is the natural vegetative reproduction. It is a method of asexual reproduction in which a new plant grows and develops naturally without human action. The types of natural vegetative reproduction are runners, bulbs, tubers, rhizome, suckers, and plantlets. Next is spores. Spores are a reproductive body of the spore-bearing plant, like moss and ferns. Moss and ferns reproduce both sexually and asexually. So, that's all for today, my dear kids. Now, you already know the mode of reproduction in non-flowering plants. Again, how do the non-flowering plants reproduce? Yes, very good. By using the different modes of reproduction. And through the proper caring of plants, we can reproduce the better one. So, that ends our lesson for this time. Just do your best and apply what you have learned on this session. If you have more questions and clarifications, do not hesitate to ask your teacher so they can assist you in answering your learning activity sheets or modules. But before I finally say goodbye, Let me leave to you this saying: the science is the key to make impossible things possible. Just hold on, my dear kids. And with that, I hope you learned a lot today. I am Elenita Binool, your science anchor teacher. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you and God bless. Until next time.
Sa pagnanais na mapigilan ng ating pamahalaan ang pagdami ng bilang ng mga kaso ng COVID-19, binuo ang One Hospital Command Center o OHCC upang mas mabilis na matugunan ang medikal na pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. Bukas ang OHCC 24 oras araw-araw. Tumawag lamang sa mga hotline nito sa 0919-977-3333 o 0915-777-7777 o 02-886-50500. Maaari ring i-download ang Pure Force Citizens app sa Android o iOS upang mabilis na matugunan ang sinumang nangangailangan. Layon din ng OHCC na maiwasang mapuno ang kapasidad ng bawat ospital. Kaya't kung ikaw ay kinakailangang tumawag sa OHCC, mabibigyan ka ng libreng preliminary consultation. Para sa mga nangangailangan ng emergency quick response, makikipag-ugnayan ang OHCC sa DOH Bed Tracker at sa mga ospital upang makahanap agad ng pinakamalapit na bakanteng ospital. Ang transportasyon o ambulansya naman ng ospital na inirefer ng OHCC sa pasyente ang siyang susundo sa bahay nito. Kaya't kapag ikaw ay nakakaranas ng anumang sintomas ng COVID-19 o nangangailangan ng agarang tulong medikal, tumawag lamang sa OHCC at handa silang tumulong sa lahat ng oras.
Multiply 1089 by 9, you will get an answer, the exact reverse, which is 9801. My name is JRP Duldulao, your teacher broadcaster on Aral TarlakHenyo. For more math trivia and answers to your math questions, catch Aral TarlakHenyo every Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Learning math is so much fun!
Hello, grade 5 learners! Welcome to Aral TarlakHenyo here on RTV Tarlac, Channel 26. Simulcast over DCTC 828 Radyo Filipino Tarlac. For Converge Cable TV subscribers, you can watch us on Channel 100. And of course, don't forget the official Facebook page of RTV Tarlac, Channel 26. I am Michael V. HENYO, your teacher broadcaster for Mathematics Grade 5, broadcasting live from San Jose, Tarlac via Google Meet. And I will be with you as we make the most out of our discussion today. Good day, Grade 5 learners! How are you today? I hope you're doing great. Join me as we welcome another day of adventure filled with surprises as we explore the wonderful world of mathematics. To keep you going, make sure that you are in a comfortable place so that you can listen properly and attentively. Prepare your pencil or ball pen, paper or notebook, learner's material, and learning activity sheet. And of course, don't forget a bottle of water beside you to keep you hydrated. Alright, buckle up as we begin the lesson on estimating the products of decimal numbers with reasonable results. But wait, let us revisit the skills you acquired in the previous lesson delivered by Sir Marlon Texon about multiplying decimals up to 2 decimal places by 1 to 2-digit whole numbers. And for those who are watching via Facebook Live, you may type in your answers in the comments section of our Facebook Live streaming. If you're listening to our radio station, you may write your answer in your notebook. Are you ready? Prepare your notebook and ball pen as you answer a short review. For the direction, find the product. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. What is the product of 54 hundredths and 6? A. 3 and 24 hundredths. B. 32 and 4 tenths. 5 seconds to answer. Time is up. The answer is, that is correct. Letter A, 3 and 24 hundredths. Number 2, if 2 and 5 tenths times 3, what is the product? A, 7 and 5 tenths. B, 75 hundredths. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, the answer is A. That's right, 7 and 5 tenths. Number 3. If you multiply 1 and 25 hundredths and 13, the answer is A. 16 and 25 hundredths. B. 1 and 625 thousandths. You have 5 seconds to answer. The answer is A. 16 and 25 hundredths. That's great! How are you doing, kids? Were you able to get the perfect score? I hope you did. If so, you are very good. If you got 2, you are still good. And those who got 1 and below, don't worry, I know you can do better. You just have to study more. Before we continue with our lesson, let's have some exercises in rounding decimals. Remember, kids, that when we round off 6 and 867 thousandths to the nearest tenths, it will become 6 and 9 tenths. Yes, that is correct. What do you call this process? That's right. It is rounding of decimal numbers. But do you still remember the rule in rounding decimal numbers? Let's see. The following are the rules in rounding off decimal numbers. First, identify the digit of the rounding place. Second, look at the digit to the right of the rounding place. Third, if the digit to its right is greater than or equal to 5, round up by adding 1 to the digit in the rounding place and drop all the digits to the right of the rounding digit with zeros. And lastly, if the digit to its right is less than 5, do not change the digit in the rounding place. Just drop all the digits to the right of the rounding digit with zeros. Let's apply these rules. Round off 6 and 72 hundredths to the nearest ones. You have 5 seconds to answer. If you answered 7, you are correct. This is how we arrive the answer. For step 1, determine the digit in the rounding place. In the given value, 6 and 72 hundredths, 6 is the rounding place. For step 2, look for the digit to the right of the rounding place. The digit to the right of the rounding place is 7. Step 3, is 7 greater than or is smaller than 5? Correct. 7 is greater than 5. Therefore, we should round up. Remember, round up when the digit to the right of the rounding place is more than 5. Then, add 1 to the digit in the rounding place. But if the digit to the right of the rounding place is less than 5, round down. For step 4, drop all the digits after the rounding place. So, 6 and 72 hundredths is rounded to 7. That's cool, right? I guess you are now ready with our new lesson. Today, we will learn how to estimate the products of decimal numbers with reasonable results. But before we go further, let us first define what estimation is. To estimate means to find something close to the correct answer. In other words, you are approximating or estimating an answer. To do that, we have to follow these steps. Step 1. Round off each decimal number to the nearest whole number before multiplying. In rounding off decimal numbers, we follow the general rule. First, if the number is less than 5, round the number down to the nearest whole number and retain the digit you are rounding. Next, if the digit is equal to or greater than 5, round the number up to the nearest whole number. Then, add 1 to the rounding digit. For step 2, multiply the estimated factors. Write the estimated product. Now that you have learned the steps, let's try this example. Ron harvested 24 and 75 hundredths kilograms of banana from his backyard. If each kilogram of banana costs 40 pesos and 50 centavos a kilo, about how much will be his sales? Let us analyze the problem. How many kilograms of banana did Ron harvest? Yes, correct. It is 24.75 kilograms. How much does a kilo of banana cost? Good job! It is 40 pesos and 50 centavos. What is asked in the problem? Very good. We are looking for the sales of banana. Take note of the phrase about how much in the situation indicates that we need to estimate. For you to be able to solve the estimated amount of money, you need to apply the steps on how to estimate the decimal numbers. For step 1, round off each decimal number to the nearest whole number before multiplying. In our problem, we have 24.75 kilograms of banana. If we estimate the decimal number 24.75, look at the number in the tens place. What digit is in the tens place? That is correct. It is 7. Is the number equal to or greater than 5? That's right. It is greater than 5. So, let's round up to the nearest whole number by adding 1 to the rounding digit. That becomes 24 plus 1 is equal to 25. And lastly, drop all the digits after the digit of the rounding place. Therefore, 24.75 is estimated to 25. Next to estimate is 40 pesos and 50 centavos. Again, look at the number in the tens place. What digit is in the tens place? That is correct. It is 5. Is the number equal to or greater than 5? That's right. It is equal to 5. So, round up to the nearest whole number by adding 1 to the rounding digit. That becomes 40 plus 1 is equal to 41. Lastly, drop all the digits after the digit of the rounding place. Therefore, 40 pesos and 50 centavos is estimated to 41. For step 2, multiply the estimated decimal numbers. 24.75 is estimated to 25. 40 pesos and 50 centavos is estimated to 41. Let us now multiply 25 by 41. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Write down 0 and regroup 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. Then, add the partial product. Bring down 5. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. Bring down 0. And lastly, bring down 1. That gives us the product of 1,025. Therefore, the total sales of banana is 1,025 pesos. Did you get the correct answer? Wow! Impressive grade 5 learners! Let's solve activity 2. Estimate the product of 7 and 82 hundredths and 4. In estimating decimals, always remember to round each decimal to the nearest whole number before multiplying. Step 1. Estimate the decimal number 7 and 82 hundredths. First, look at the number in the tens place. What digit is in the tens place? That is correct. It is 8. is the number equal to or greater than 5? That's right, it is greater than 5. 8 is greater than 5. So, let's round up to the nearest whole number by adding 1. That becomes 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. Lastly, drop all the digits after the digit of the rounding place. Therefore, 7.82 is estimated to 8. Next is, since 4 is already a whole number, no need to estimate. Proceed in multiplying numbers. 7.82 is estimated to 8. Multiply it by 4. That gives us 32. Therefore, the estimated product of 7.82 and 4 is 32. Did you get it correctly, children? Good job! Next, estimate the product of 5.06 and 0.52. Look at the number in the tens place. What digit is in the tens place? That is correct. It is 0. Is the number greater than or less equal to 5? Zero is less than 5, so round down. And retain the digit which is 5. Lastly, drop the digits after the rounding place. Therefore, 5.06 is estimated to 5. Now, estimate decimal number 0.52. Look at the number in the tens place. What digit is in the tens place? That is correct. It is 5. Is the number equal to or greater than 5? That's right. It is equal to 5. So, let's round up to the nearest whole number by adding 1 to the rounding digit. That becomes 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Lastly, drop all the digits after the digit of the rounding place. Therefore, 0.52 is estimated to 1. For step 2, multiply the estimated decimal numbers. 5.06 is estimated to 5. And 0.52 is estimated to 1. 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Therefore, the estimated product of 5.06 and 0.52 is 5. Congratulations, my dear learners! You really did amazing! Math 5 learners, let's check if you are listening well. Get your ballpen and paper for our activity. For those who are listening to DZTZ 828 Radyo Pilipino Tarlac, you may write your answer in your notebook. And for those who are watching via Facebook Live, you may type your answers in the comment section of our Facebook live streaming. Are you ready? It's time for your activity. You will be given 10 seconds to answer each item. Estimate the following. Number 1. 8 and 56 hundredths times 4 and 2 tenths is equal to A, 36, B, 40, C, 45. 10 seconds for you kids. Time is up. What is your answer? Correct. The answer is A, 36. Next number, 5.3 times 4.1 is equal to A, 20, B, 30, C, 40. Another 10 seconds. Time is up. What is your answer? Good job. The answer is A, 20. And for the last number, 6.7 times 3.15 is A, 18, B, 21, C, 24. You have 10 seconds, dear learners. Time is up. The answer is excellent. The answer is letter B, 21. If you got 3 out of 3, you are wonderful. If you got 2, you are still good. And those who got 1 and below, don't worry. I know you can do better next time. You just have to study more. Congratulations, grade 5 learners. You are amazing. How are you, grade 5 learners? Now, you have learned how to estimate products of decimal numbers. And I admire you for being good listeners. Now, let's have a recap. How do we estimate products of decimal numbers with reasonable results? To find a reasonable estimate using decimal numbers, all you have to do is to follow these steps. Step 1. Round off each decimal number to the nearest whole number before multiplying. In rounding off decimal numbers, we follow the general rule. A. If the number is less than 5, round down the number to the nearest whole number and retain the rounding digit. B. If the digit is equal to or greater than 5, round the number up to the nearest whole number. Then, add 1 to the rounding digit. And for step 2, multiply the estimated decimal numbers. There you have it, grade 5 learners. Congratulations! Give yourself a rounding applause. So, we were able to apply our understanding on how to estimate the products of decimal numbers with reasonable results. Let us put that understanding to the test by answering the next activity, and that will be your assigned task to do. Turn your 21st century mathlets, evaluate B, page 18 to 20. I guess you are now ready to answer your activities. Dear parents and guardians, kindly assist and guide our learners in doing their tasks. Your guidance makes a big difference. Thank you so much. And that's it for now, class. You will have more exciting and enjoyable math lessons next meeting. I hope you learned a lot today. Once again, I am Michael V. HENYO, your Mathematics 5 anchor teacher, reminding you to always think positive. Until next time, keep safe, God bless, and happy holidays.
Nais mo bang magpabakuna? Alam mo bang may mga tinatawag na priority eligible groups? Sa bawat priority group, may mga sektor na nakahanay. Kung ikaw ay kabilang dito, wag nang magdalawang isip pa. Halina't magpabakuna na. Simula Hunyo, sisimula na ang pag-roll out ng mga bakuna sa A5 group o ang mga nabibilang sa indigent population. Ito ay ang mga kabilang sa mahihirap na populasyon base sa listahan ng National Household Targeting System for Poverty Reduction o NHTSPR o iba pang verification mechanisms ng local government units. Kaya kung ikaw ay nabibilang sa grupo na ito, tumawag o makipag-ugnayan sa inyong LGU upang malaman ang mga detalye tungkol sa inyong vaccination program katulad ng petsa, oras at lugar kung saan ka magpapabakuna. Humingi ng medical clearance sa inyong doktor kung ikaw ay may autoimmune disease, HIV, cancer, malignancy, dumaan sa organ transplant, kasalukuyang dumadaan sa steroid treatment o nakaratay sa higaan. Huwag kalimutan ang iyong proof of eligibility o mga dokumentong nagpapatunay na ikaw ay kasama sa priority group na ito. Huwag din kalimutang dalhin ang iyong government ID, pati na ang face mask, face shield, sanitizer at ballpen bago ang iyong vaccination. At paalala, pagkatapos ng pagbabakuna, huwag mag-atubiling magtanong na makaragdagang impormasyon tungkol sa bakuna na ginamit sa iyo. Hingin at itago ang contact information ng personnel na tatawagan kung sakaling ikaw ay makaramdam ng seryosong side effects. Huwag ring kalimutan ang vaccination card at alamin ang petsa ng iyong second dose ng pagbabakuna. Higit sa lahat, ugaliin pa ring sundin ang minimum public health standards tulad ng wastong paghuhugas ng kamay, pagpapanatili ng safe physical distancing at pagsusuot ng face mask at face shield. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Tara na sa Vida Vaccination!
Alam niyo ba na ang kinikilalang Guinness Book of World Records holder bilang pinakamaliit na commercially harvested fish ay isang sinarapan? Ito ay matatagpuan lamang sa Pilipinas, sa Lake Buhi sa Bicol River. Isa itong uri ng goby na may transparent na katawan na may sukat na 12.5 mm. Alam mo na, yan ang sinarapan.
How are you today?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, learners of Tarlac.
Good morning, Math Talino Grade 4 learners!
Welcome to Aral TarlakHenyo
here on RTV Tarlac Channel 26.
Simulcast over DCTC
Radyo Pilipino Tarlac.
I'm Sir Glenn, your teacher broadcaster.
Broadcasting live here at Panikid, Tarlac.
Remotely here in Concepcion, Tarlac.
Live here at Barangay Pedro Elquines, Mayantok, Tarlac.
Broadcasting live from Ramos National High School.
Your anchor teacher today for grade 9 mathematics.
Your partner in education this time of pandemic.
ay manalangin at umasa na ang ating Panginoong Diyos ay mayroong tumpak na kasagutan sa lahat ng ating mga pinagdaraanan. Kayang-kaya ng Panginoon ang lahat ng iyan. Tayo po ay manalangin. O Diyos na makapangyarihan sa lahat, ang aming pong papuri, pasasalamat at pagsamba, Ikaw ay mabuti, Ikaw ay tapat, hindi ka nagkulang at walang mahirap sa iyo, Panginoon. Tanggapin niyo ang aming pong papuri, pasasalamat at pagsamba sa iyo, O Diyos na aming Panginoon at tagapagligtas. Humihingi po kami ng kapatawaran sa lahat po ng aming mga nagawang kasalanan, sinasadya man o hindi. At gawin niyo po kaming karapat-dapat, Panginoon, sa aming pagdulog sa inyong harapan sa araw na ito. Sa lahat po ng mga nanunood at nakikinig sa kasalukuyan, alam na alam nyo, Panginoon, lahat ng aming mga suliraning, mga pagsubok, kaligayahan at mga pagpapala sa amin po mga buhay. Idinudulog po namin na patuloy na abutin nyo lahat ng mayroong mga sakit at karamdaman, lahat ng mga may pangangailangan at ng may mga panalangin, Panginoon. Kaya mo, Panginoon, na abutin, tugunin lahat ng aming mga panalangin. O Diyos, patuloy po naming idinudulog sa inyo, Panginoon, na matapos na sa pangalan ni Jesus, anuman ang pandemya, anuman ang mga viruses na naglipana sa kasalukuyan, maging ang iba't ibang uri ng karamdaman, Panginoon. Magkaroon po kami at makadama ng kalinga na nagmumula sa inyo at comfort, Panginoon, na sa tuwing kami po ay may karamdaman o kaya nawalan ng mga mahal sa buhay, maunawaan po namin kung ano po ang iyong mensahe at makita po namin na ang buhay nito ay pansamantala lamang. Kaya basbasan niyo po kami, Panginoon, ng kaalaman na kami po ay aalis at magiging isang alaala. Kaya naman po, masulit nawa ang bawat isa sa amin, kami, para sa iyong kapulitan, Panginoon. Pagpalain niyo rin po, Panginoon, lahat ng mga leaders ng bansang Pilipinas, ng SDO Tarlac Province, Panginoon, ng Department of Education, na sa kanila pong mga pangunguna, Lord, sa mga kinakraft ng mga policies, ang panalangin po namin, lahat ng ito ay para sa benepisyo, higit lalo ng may halaga, ang aming po mga mag-aaral, Panginoon. Panginoon, anuman din po, Panginoon, ang aming po mga panalangin personal, lahat ng ito ay hindi nalilingid sa inyo, kaya naman po, idinudulog po namin sa iyo, O Diyos, ang lahat na ito. Ikaw ay mabuti, Ikaw ay tapat, aasa po kami at magtitiwala sa iyo, O Diyos, na hindi nagpabaya, laging nariyan, kumakalinga, nagpapagaling, tumutugon, sumasa amin araw-araw. Purihin po kayo ng walang hanggan. Ito po ang aming samo at panalangin sa pangalan po ng aming Panginoon at tagapagligtas na si Jesus. Amen at amen.
Ang Tagalog ay ang wika ng mga taga-Quezon, Batangas, Bulacan at ng iba pang katutubong nagsasalita nito. Ang Filipino ay ang pambansang wika batay sa tinadhana ng 1987 Constitution. Tara na at matuto ng salitang Filipino. Manood at makinig ng Aral TarlakHenyo sa RTV Tarlac, Channel 26 at sa bayang naririnig sa Radyo Pilipino, DZTZ 828 at napapanood din live sa FB page at YouTube channel ng RTV Tarlac, Channel 26. Manood at matuto ng ating mga aralin sa Filipino. Dito lang yan sa Aral TarlakHenyo. Ako si Ma'am Crystal May Aquino, ang inyong teacher broadcaster sa Filipino.
Nagbabalik ang paaralang panghimpapawid ng Aral TarlakHenyo mula sa RTV Tarlac Channel 26. Nasa bayang naririnig sa DCTC 828 Radyo Pilipino Tarlac at napapanood sa FB Live ng RTV Tarlac Channel 26. Magandang araw! Magandang buhay! Kamusta kayo mga bata? Ako, si Binibining Lenny Clarice de la Cruz mula sa Kawayan Elementary School ng Kanlurang Distrito ng Capa. Ako ang inyong teacher broadcaster sa asignaturang Pilipino sa ika-5 baita. At ako ay labis na nagagalak na makasama kayo sa araw na ito. Bago natin simulan ang talakayan, pakihanda ang inyong modules, activity sheet, ang inyong papel, o kwaderno at pangsulat. Siguraduhin din nasa komportableng lugar at maayos na nakikinig o napapanood ang ating broadcast upang mas lalong maunawaan ang ating aralin sa araw na ito. Handa na ba kayo? Masaya akong marinig na handang-handa na kayo. Kung gayon, atin ang simulan ang isang makabuluhang talakayan na maghatid sa inyo ng kaalaman. Sisimulan natin ang talakayan sa araw na ito sa pamamagitan ng isang simpleng gawain. Huwag kayong mag-alala dahil narito ako, ang inyong teacher broadcaster, upang kayo ay gabayan. Handa na ba kayo? Halina't simulan na natin! Panuto, basahin at unawahing mabuti ang pangungusap at ito'y sagutin sa sagutang papel. Para sa inyong mga sagot, maaari rin kayong sumagot sa ating Facebook Live o Facebook comment section. Tara mga bata, sabay-sabay nating basahin! Edukasyon sa panahon ng COVID-19. Bagamat malaki ang epekto ng COVID-19 sa edukasyon, kailangan magpatuloy pa rin ang pag-aaral at pagkatuto. Kasabay nito ang pagtiyak sa kalusugan at kaligtasan ng mga mag-aaral. Kaya ipinagpaliban ang pagbubukas ng klase at pansamantalang walang face-to-face classes. Bilang alternatibong pamamaraan ng pag-aaral, ngayong panahon ng pandemya, ipinatupad ang distance learning ng kagawaran ng edukasyon. Dito, kahit nasa kani-kanilang tahanan ang mga mag-aaral, ay maaari silang mag-aral at matuto. Maaaring mamili kung ano ang nais na pamamaraan para pagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. Gaya na sa pamamagitan ng online, paggamit ng module, TV o radio-based na pag-aaral o kaya naman kombinasyon nito. Mahalaga ang edukasyon para sa pag-unlad ng bayan. Kaya naman, kahit nahaharap tayo sa pandemya, kailangan magtulungan ang bawat isa upang matiyak na ligtas ang lahat habang nagpapatuloy ang pag-aaral at pagkatuto ng mga mag-aaral. Nauunawaan niyo ba ang ating binasa? Mabuti! Ngayon, handa na ba kayong sagutin ang mga tanong? Magaling! Tandaan, sagutin ang mga katanungan ng kumpletong pangungusap. Unang tanong, ano ang paksa na iyong binasa? Tama! Pagpapatuloy ng edukasyon sa panahon ng pandemya o COVID-19. Ikalawang bilang, bakit kailangan ipagpaliban ang klase at pansamantalang itigil ang face-to-face classes? Mahusay! Para matiyak ang kalusugan at kaligtasan ng mga guro at mag-aaral. Ikatlo, ano ang ipinatupad ng kagawaran ng edukasyon upang magpatuloy ang edukasyon ngayong pandemya? Magaling! Ipinatupad ang distance learning ng DEPED bilang alternatibong pamamaraan sa pag-aaral ngayong panahon ng pandemya. Susunod na bilang, ano-ano ang maaaring pagpilian ng mag-aaral na pamamaraan sa kanilang pag-aaral ngayong pandemya? Mahusay! Maaari silang mag-aral ng online, gumamit ng module, manood sa telebisyon, at makinig sa radyo ng kanilang aralin. O kaya naman, kombinasyon ng mga ito. Ikalimang bilang, bakit mahalagang ipagpatuloy ang edukasyon ngayong panahon ng pandemya? Ang sagot nyo ba'y para hindi mahinto ang pag-aaral at maipagpatuloy ang paghuhubog sa mga mag-aaral? Kung ito rin ang inyong sagot, kayo ay tama. Panghuling bilang, magbahagi ng isang pangyayari na iyong naobserbahan o nasaksihan tungkol sa binasa. Magbigay ng inyong opinyon kaugnay sa issue o edukasyon sa panahon ng COVID-19. Ang sagot nyo rin ba ay ang pagpapatupad ng distance learning ng kagawaran ng edukasyon dahil kahit na humaharap tayo sa pandemya, may paraan pa rin para matuto at may pagpatuloy rin ang pag-aaral ng mga bata. Mahusay! Salamat sa inyong pagbabahagi. Nakuha nyo ba mga bata? Magaling! Mas lalo pa nating bibigyang linaw ang ating aralin sa pagpapatuloy ng ating talakayan. Basahin natin ang gawain. Alamin kung magkakaroon kayo ng ideya at alam ko na nagkaroon na kayo ng ideya sa ating paksa sa araw na ito. Ang ating aralin ay tungkol sa pagbabahagi ng isang pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan, pagpapaliwanag ng sariling opinyon o reaksyon sa isang napakinggang balita, issue o usapan. Ang inyong binasa ay halimbawa ng pagtukoy sa pangyayari o kaganapan. Paano nga ba matukoy ang pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan at pagbabahagi ng sariling opinyon o reaksyon? Una, ating alamin ang pagtukoy ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan. Ang pagtukoy ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan ay isang mahalagang kasanayan na dapat mong matutunan. Sa pamamagitan nito, una, mahihikayat ka na maging mapanuri sa iyong paligid at unawain ang iyong sitwasyong magaganap. Pangalawa ay, magkakaroon ka ng kamalayan sa mga tunay na pangyayaring naganap sa lipunan na iyong kinabibilangan. At panghuli, mahihikayat kang magbigay ng iyong sariling opinion o reaksyon kaugnay sa mga natuklasan mong issue. Ang pagtukoy ng pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan ay maaaring sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay impormasyon o opinyon o kuro-kuro, pagbibigay ng karanasan at iba pa. Maaaring ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagsasalaysay, paglalarawan, paglalahad, at pagmamatuwid. Upang ito'y inyong lalong maintindihan, ating isa-isahin ang mga ito. Ano nga ba ang pagsasalaysay? Ang pagsasalaysay ay pagkukwento. Ito ay pagpapahayag ng malalayang mailahad ng sunod-sunod ang mga pangyayari. Ano naman ang paglalarawan? Paglalarawan ay pahayag na kabuuan ng isang bagay, ng pangyayari o nagbibigay ng isang visual na imaheng bagay, tao, puok o pangyayari. Susunod, ano naman ang paglalahad? Ang paglalahad ay isang uri ng pagpapaliwanag ng tao ukol sa mga bagay-bagay na may kaugnayan sa kanilang gawaing pangkomunikasyon. At ang huli, ang pagmamatuwid o pang-argumentasyon ay sining ng pagsisikap na pagpapag-aralan o maimpluwensyahan ang ibang tao sa pamamagitan ng makatuwirang pahayag upang mapaniwala at mapakilos ang mga tagapakinig o mambabasa sa isang kung ano ang nais niyang paniwalaan o gawin nito. Samantala, ano naman ang pagbabahagi ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan? Sa pagbabahagi ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan, may pagkakataon na magbibigay tayo ng sariling opinyon, reaksyon o palagay tungkol sa paksa o isyong pinag-uusapan. Maaaring sa pagbibigay ng reaksyon ay may pahayag tayong pagsang-ayon o pagtutol. Narito ang mga pahayag na karaniwang ginagamit sa pagbibigay ng reaksyon. Ang una ay, sumasang-ayon ako. Pangalawa, tutol ako sa sinabi. Ikatlo naman, nais ko lamang magbigay ng puna. Pang-apat, payag ako, pero sa palagay ko ay dapat, at ang panghuli, magaling ang iyong ideya o naiisip. Iyan ang mga karaniwang ginagamit sa pagbibigay ng reaksyon. Paalala, magkaugnay ang kasanayan ng pagbabahagi ng naobserbahan o nasaksihan at pagbibigay ng reaksyon o opinyon. Damat lamang din na tandaang maging magalang sa pagbabahagi at pakikipag-usap. Naunawaan niyo ba ang ating paksa? Mabuti! Ako ay nagagalak dahil labis ang inyong pagtutok sa ating talakayan ngayong araw. Natitiyak kong kayang-kaya niyo na ang mga susunod na gawain, gamit ang mga kaalamang inyong natutunan. Ngayon naman ay may inihanda akong gawain. Pag-aralang mabuti ang sumusunod. Magbigay ng isang sariling opinyon o reaksyon sa sitwasyon o pangyayari sa bawat larawan. Sagutin ang mga ito pagkatapos kong ipakita ang mga larawan. Paalala, masdang mabuti ang mga larawan. Unang larawan, pangalawang larawan, at panghuling larawan. Base sa mga larawan, nalaman at maibabahagi niyo na ba ang inyong opinyon o reaksyon? Mabuti kung ganon. Ngayon, ating sagutin ang larawan o pangyayari. Handa na ba kayo? Handa na rin ba ang inyong papel at pangsulat? Mabuti! Para sa inyong mga sagot, maaari rin kayong sumagot sa ating Facebook comment section. Pumili ng isang pangyayari o sitwasyon mula sa mga larawan at tumutukoy sa isang pangyayari na saksihan o naobserbahan tungkol dito. Gawin ito sa sagutang papel. Tandaan, walang maling sagot. Kayo'y malayang magbigay ng sarili ninyong opinyon o reaksyon sa pangyayari o larawan. Larawan 3 rin ba ang inyong napili? Kung ganon, ano ang pagkakatukoy nyo sa larawan? Gaya ng nasa larawan, napinsala ang ilang mga paaralan lalo na ang ilang lugar dito sa amin dahil sa bagyo. Ito rin ba ang inyong sagot? Magaling! Napakaganda ng inyong reaksyon sa pangyayari o larawan. Masaya ako dahil naintindihan ninyo ang ating aralin. At para naman mas lalong mapalawak ang inyong kaalaman, ay dumako tayo sa ating susunod na gawain. Basahin ang sumusunod na talata at magbigay ng sariling opinyon o reaksyon kaugnay sa isyong tinatalakay. Handa na ba kayo? Tara na, ating basahin. Curfew. Ano nga ba ang curfew? Ito ay isang patakaran na ipinatutupad ayon sa batas. Ito ay nagtatakda at naglilimita ng oras kung kailan nasa loob o nasa labas. Kadalasan, ipinatutupad ito sa mga lugar na may banta sa seguridad o minsan din naman para sa pagpapatupad ng kapayapaan at kaayusan sa isang komunidad. Sa isang barangay, mahigpit na pagpapatupad nito sa mga minor de edad. Pinagbabawalan silang lumabas sa bahay sa gabi. Ang mga tanod ay naglilipot upang masiguradong walang sinuman ang lumalabag sa kautosang ito. Ito ay para maging matiwasay at maayos ang kanilang lugar. Mga bata, inyo bang naunawaan ang binasang talata? Magaling! At ito'y inyong nauunawaan. Ngayon, ito'y ating sagutin sa pamamagitan ng diagram na ito. Handa na ba kayo? Kung handa na, bigyan ko lamang kayo ng ilang minuto para sagutin ito. Kayo ba'y tapos na? Mahusay mga bata! Ngayon, ating basahin ang inyong mga sagot. Unang reaksyon. Sumasang-ayon ako sa curfew dahil ito ay makakabuti sa ating lahat, lalo na sa mga minor de edad. Susunod, payag ako pero palagay ko ay dapat mas focus sa mga minor de edad. Ito rin ba ang inyong reaksyon? Magaling! At huli, magaling ang ideya tungkol sa curfew, lalo na para sa katiwasayan at maayos na kani-kanilang lugar. Ako ay natutuwa sa inyo mga bata dahil napakaganda ng inyong opinyon at reaksyon mula sa ating talata. Isang gawain na naman ang ating napagtagumpayan at labis akong natutuwa sa inyong operasyon. Patunay lamang na kayo ay nakikinig sa ating aralin. Para naman sa huling gawain sa araw na ito, sagutin ang tanong sa diagram. Gawin ito sa sagutang papel. Unang kasanayan. Pagtukoy ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan. Ano ba nga ba ang inyong natutunang tungkol dito? Natutunan nyo rin bang maging mapanuri at magkaroon ng kamalayan sa mga bagay-bagay? Magaling! Paano naman ito mapapaunlad? Sa pagkakaroon ng kamalayan sa mga tunay na pangyayari sa lipunan. Ano naman ang iyong natutunan sa pangalawang bilang? Pagbibigay, pagpapahayag ng sariling opinyon o reaksyon sa isang issue. Dapat maging magalang sa pagpapahagi at pakikipag-usap. Paano mo naman ito mapapaunlad? Tama! Dapat malayang magbigay ng opinyon at reaksyon na may paggalang ukol sa pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan. Tunay nga na kayo ay magagaling sapagkat nasagot ninyo ang mga katanungan. Isang gawain na naman ang ating napagtagumpayan at labis akong natutuwa sa inyong kooperasyon. Bilang paglalahat, laging tandaan, ang pagtukoy ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan ay isang mahalagang kasanayan na dapat mong matutunan. Sa pamamagitan nito, una, upang mahihikayat ka ng maging mapanuri sa inyo sitwasyon magaganap. Pangalawa naman ay magkaroon ka ng kalamalayan sa mga tunay na pangyayaring naganap sa lipunan na iyong kinabibilangan. At panghuli, mahihikayat kang magbigay ng iyong sariling opinyon o reaksyon kaugnay sa mga natutuklasan mong issue. Ang pagtukoy ng pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan ay maaaring sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay impormasyon o opinyon, kuro-kuro o pagbabahagi ng karanasan at iba pa. Maaaring ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagsasalaysay, paglalarawan, paglalahad at pagmamatuwid. Samantala, ano naman ang pagbabahagi ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan? Sa pagbabahagi ng mga pangyayaring nasaksihan o naobserbahan, may pagkakataon na magbigay tayo ng sariling opinyon, reaksyon o palagay tungkol sa paksa. At bilang huling paalala, magkaugnay ang kasanayan ng pagbabahagi ng nasaksihan o naobserbahan at pagbibigay reaksyon o opinyon. Dapat lamang din natandaang maging magalang sa pagbabahagi at pakikipag-usap. Malugod ko kayong binabati mga bata. Dito na nagtatapos ang ating aralin sa araw na ito. Labis akong nasisiyahan na kayo ay aking nakasama. Maasa ako na lubos niyong naunawaan ang ating paksa sa araw na ito. Ngayon, ay nais kong ilagay ninyo ang inyong module at kwaderno sa loob ng inyong envelope. Ilagay ito ng maayos sa wastong at matupi ito sa ngalan ng Project Shine, Aral TarlakHenyo ng Radyo Pilipino ng DEPED Tarlac Province. Maraming salamat po. Muli, ako si Binibining Lenny Clarice de la Cruz, ang inyong teacher broadcaster sa Filipino 5. Hanggang sa muli mga bata, maraming salamat sa pakikinig.
Back. This is Sir Z, your teacher broadcaster.
Magandang araw mga kapantas!
Welcome to Aral TarlakHenyo.